Hey everybody, it's Mark from Xpos, and today I am joined by our sales manager, Matt Peace. Matt, great to chat to you in what's some very odd times at the moment.
Thanks, Mark. Yes, it is all a little bit surreal at the moment, unfortunately. I just hope that everyone is safe and well, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, of course, of course. So hopefully you've all read or seen the information that we've been busy putting out over the past few days and weeks, and it's helped to motivate you to go to the government and get some help. So today, though, we thought we would change the focus a little bit and have a look at what you should be doing when you've got a bit of free time on your hands and you've got obviously no golf to fill it. So we've had lots of retailers phoning in and asking us what they should be doing right now. Matt, what's generally been the response to this?
A number of things, really, Mark. Firstly, and probably the big one, is it's time to clean up now. How many times have I seen shops over the last few years who say they are just too busy to clean up their product database?
Yeah.
Well, now is the perfect time. There's no more excuses. So if you have your Terminal 1 at home, it would definitely be worthwhile making sure that your product and customer data is as clean as possible.
That is a great shout. And the sort of thing we're talking about here is getting rid of old products, things you haven't sold for a long time that have got no stock against them, checking cost prices are up to date, even the new stuff that's come in, checking your ACPs are all correct and spot on with all the discounts, etc. That sort of thing, yeah?
Yeah, that's exactly it. But to be honest with you, it's not just products. I mean, when was the last time that you checked your customer database? It would be a great time to clean that up as well.
Yeah, of course. So that sort of thing, I guess we're looking at email addresses being up to date, again, deleting customers that are no longer coming to the shop, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's crucial that those details are correct. And especially if you're using something like Xmail to communicate with your customers.
Of course, yeah, and that leads us on to making more, getting more out of Xpos when you do get back to normal. I think that's critical as well, that you focus on the future. So with customers, don't forget you want to try and capture every sale against a customer. So it's something to instill in your staff when you get back. But we totally get it. It's not always practical. So don't forget, now's a great time just to create a couple of customers, one called visitor, one called member, and just again instill into your staff that when they get back, if they can't record the actual name, they can use Mr. Visitor or Mr. Member, so that at least you'll know the split between members and visitors, which is critical data moving forward.
And actually, that's reminding me of another question, Mark. I get asked quite a lot. How can I take this time to learn about Xpos?
Yeah, me too. It's something that we get asked a lot, and that's an easy one, really. So make sure you get yourselves onto the hub. Take a look at our knowledge center. Tons of stuff there. We've been busy making new videos and guides, not only on existing stuff, but also some really cool new stuff that's coming. But obviously, we'll delay a little bit at the moment. So things like voucher system, you can have a look at the new system that's coming and how that's going to work. But also basic stuff like how to set up your staff commission. So something to think about on your return. If you don't do commission already, how can you make it more efficient within your business?
Yeah, no, awesome. And for those guys who don't have access to the hub just yet, don't worry, because you can always look on our YouTube channel for the latest training videos. And by the end of this, we're expecting you all to be experts.
Hell yeah, no excuses. So that's Xpos, but what else have people been asking us about?
Tons of questions, to be honest with you, about how they can prepare for their business for the next 6 to 12 months. What do you think?
Well, just because the doors are shut, it doesn't mean that you can't work on your business. That's the key thing. So there are probably 3 key areas that you can focus on: cash flow, budgeting, and planning for relaunch.
Okay, that does sound like quite a lot of work, though.
It is, but actually it's not. So it's the kind of jobs we tend to push back at the end of the priority list because it sounds hard or boring. But to be honest, now is the perfect time to be doing this properly.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to be sharing a number of articles on this in the coming weeks. But what should they be looking at before then?
Well, given the off the cliff face nature of what's just hit us, we really need to ensure that our cash flow forecast is sorted and understood.
So cash flow is about incomings and outgoings into the business, and I'm guessing there'll be a lot of the former, but still plenty of the latter.
Yeah, and that's the real problem. So you really need to understand what is coming out of the business, not only while you're shut, but also in those next 6 months when we're out of this. So it's really critical one here. Those retailers who don't have a quick go to create this, don't worry, we'll be able to give you a nice, easy template, a cash flow template that you can fill in and put your list of outgoings.
Okay, but before then, you can start putting together a list of what costs there are to the business for the rest of the year. That's everything from staff costs to stock costs, phone bills and pensions, and your accountant should be able to help with that.
Yeah, perfect. So that's pretty much it for us today. Keep an eye out on these guides to help you focus on your business. Obviously, stay safe, and let's make sure we all come back with a nice big bang.
And thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.